self-esteem. Cheating can be misguided research to, to validation. I can cheat simply because my self-esteem is low. Someone comes and tells me, oh, wow, you fine thing. And probably the one I'm with has never told me. He makes it always seem like he did me a favor being with me. So guess what? If I find someone, you know, who is praising me and I don't think the things they are saying are true about me, guess what I'll do? I'll be like, he really said that? Thinks I'm all that? So because your self-esteem is low, you tend to go out. Now women cheat, not guys. We said because of emotional neglect, revenge, and also the other one, low self-esteem. Now the other reason women cheat is the feeling of being trapped. You know, in cultures where divorce is a taboo, cheating becomes an escape. Excuse me. There are some cultures where you cannot step out. You can't divorce. You can't get out of that marriage that is leading you to nowhere, and you don't feel like this person was right for you. You knew from get go this was a mistake, but it's a taboo in your culture. It's a no in your culture to divorce. Guess what people do? They cheat because they are like, well, I will not divorce him because my culture doesn't allow, but I'll find the one who makes me feel good about myself. So guess what? They will cheat because they want, you know, they are emotionally trapped. Yeah, the feeling of you are trapped. There is nowhere to go. It's like you're bound with this person that you don't love, who doesn't probably love you back. But what can you do? Guess what? People step out. Now, another one is the addiction or trauma. Childhood abuse or childhood abandonment, wounds that manifest in adult choices. Those are some of the wounds that manifest in adult choices. When you had addictions, you are addicted. Yeah. And Rogers says, but mommy, for us, the men, we are allowed to cheat. No one allows men to cheat, Rogers. It's one of those liberties that you give yourselves, but you're not allowed to. In a relationship, guys, everyone wants to feel loved. If you don't want someone to give you what they've chewed through, don't give it to someone. Don't be fooled. There are some traditions, there are some cultures, there are some uh, religions that permit multiple marriages. But those multiple marriages don't sit well with anyone. I don't care how you convince yourself that religiously some people take it. Well, it's not easy because I've even seen my Muslim brothers when the sisters are really going against each other with fists, with the number one going against number three or number one going against number two. So it's just being human. It is not easy to give away what you love, your favorite candy, and you give it out to someone else to eat as well. It is not easy unless you are born to just share everything that you have. Well, that happens to the very few. And trust me, those few that are okay with it do not care about really what you do as long as you take care of them. So that's why it seems like it's okay, but Rogers, it's not. You said, us, the men, we are allowed to cheat because we have Okusajalata. Rogers, no way. No way, guys. You can do it. That's why many men have been robbed out of real good women. Because the moment you cheat on me, my doors will close. Fine, before they were wide open and I was trusting you with everything. Now, guess what I start doing? I start taking what rightfully feels mine. If you are leaving Kameza money, we have what we call Kameza money. Those of you who are in Uganda, the money that the man leaves on a daily to run the house expenses, we do that a lot. I don't know why we do it, but that's what goes on in many relationships. That money that you leave to run the house every day or per week, say like you give me 50,000 shillings or roughly $20 or $20 to run my house a week. If we are to use dollars, I will spend $5 and run that house and save the 15. preparing for my rainy day where I will run away and take everything with me. I mean, I've had men who have been robbed of everything, including properties, and simply because you did not provide a secure bed for her to lie in. And so she got ideas on how to take care of herself. So if you don't want those ideas from us, men tend to say we are thieves, we steal, we don't love. Well, we don't, because you step out on us. And so we start learning how to take care of ourselves. I hope I've represented the women well on that one. And Rogers says, now when is Okus, eh? Now when is Kusajalata? Well, that is a word that many people have that shouldn't actually be. You shouldn't have those. If you have those options, then you should be okay with us also cheating, because we should also kukazi walata, if there's anything like that. You know, what he means when he says kusaja walata is men should be free to be men. Yeah, that means women should also be free to be women, because there is no rule that says you're more of men and we are less of women. We are women, you are men. We demand for what you are having. If you're going to enjoy yourself, we might as well enjoy as well, because we are still humans at the end of the day. Well, going back to our points that we had started listing, and I was saying lack of spiritual and anchoring. Drifting from God weakens the accountability and and creates unhealed bitterness. When we are anchored on God, when we are connected to God, we tend to see things a certain way. So when your partner is falling short somewhere, you tend to be patient, you tend to be understanding. But if I'm far from God, guess what? You cheat, I will cheat. You do something, I will do it. You kusaja wata, I will do the same. Why? Because you did it in the first place. So guess what? I will do the same because I feel justified. Anyway, that is just by human nature. Now, which of these reasons do you think is the most common? Which of the reasons that we have given is the most common? Is it the emotional neglect? Is it the revenge or retaliation? Or is it the low self-esteem? Or is it the feeling of being trapped? Is it the addiction to, the wounds that you got in the past? Or is it the lack of spiritual anchoring? Which one do you think is common? Let me know, guys. It's a live chat. Drop in the comments. Let me know what you think is common that causes women to cheat. What do you think is common among women that normally is their excuse for cheating? Let me know in the comments section. Or the most common or overlooked one. Even your kukazi walata. That's what Rogers is writing. Oh, okay, yeah. When I said kusaja lata, whatever he said, the reason I said it is because if women have those liberties, remember, guys, women are seeking for the same. It is basically tit for tat. When a man cheats on a woman, the woman wants to know who it is he cheated with, where did they go, how does she look, what does she have that I don't. It all goes on in our heads, wanting to know more, so that I can plan my revenge and plan it really well. If it is because my weight, then I work on my weight and then go out and put it in your face that you know what, this is what you neglected and someone has picked. Yeah. Now, biblical case studies. I'll go to Delilah. Though not technically a cheater, Delilah shows how manipulation and self-interest can destroy intimacy. When we go to Delilah, what does her story teach us about betrayal in relationships? When we look at Delilah in the Bible, she was manipulative. She was a selfish person. That is why. So we can say what causes women to cheat is self-interest. Because you just care about yourself. You don't care about anyone. And so guess what? You cheat. That is a reason. Now, there is Gomer also in the Bible. God asked Hosea to marry a woman who would um, be unfaithful. Why? To illustrate God's unending love and for Israel. The waywardness of Gomer's story is raw but powerful. She was a prostitute, and she couldn't stay in one place. So there are some people who, in Uganda, we call it that the dogs licked their feet. They can't stay in one place. So you can't find a person who was licked by dogs in the feet and then